co-author of Never Be Fat Again, and author of Beyond Healthy Recipes. I'm also a certified personal trainer and certified health coach with my own business called Not Diets. I work with people helping them to transition from the standard American diet to a plant-based, bean-based lifestyle. Today is Pantry Part 1 because I'm going to share with you my dry goods from my pantry. And since I'm plant-based and bean-based, I'd like to start with beans. Beans are the food with the most nutrients per gram, so they are central. I buy them in bulk and stock many kinds of beans. Here I have out to show you pinto beans, Great Northern beans, lentils, which I probably use the most, garbanzo beans, which we think of hummus, right? And black beans. I left my kidney beans in the jar so that you could see that I buy big half-gallon jars and I store my beans in the jars for quick visibility and access. I also keep on hand a few cans of beans. The reason why is not that I prefer canned beans. I obviously prefer the dried beans. However, the canned beans can be nice in case of emergency. So when you look for canned beans, make sure you check the ingredients. Do not buy beans that are canned with added sugars and chemicals. You can find beans with just beans and water. That's the best case scenario. The second thing I want to show you out of my pantry is nuts and seeds. Research shows that even vegans who don't eat nuts and seeds aren't as healthy as the ones that do. I have my clients make a green smoothie every day. And in each green smoothie, I have them either put 2 tablespoons of chia seed or 2 tablespoons of flax seed. These are the best seeds for the smoothie because they have omega-3s in quantities more than the omega-6 fatty acids. 2 other nuts that I keep on hand and buy in bulk are almonds and cashew pieces. And the reason why is because I make nut milks, and these are my favorite nuts for nut milk. Here are my pumpkin seeds, and I brought this out in the jar to show you that I store all of my nuts and seeds in large glass jars like this so that I can quickly identify the one I need. Next in my pantry is intact whole grains. I don't use much flour, and I'm not big on grains, but a couple times a week I probably use an intact whole grain. I'm going to show you here the brown rice, which I'm sure you're all familiar with brown rice. It takes about 50 minutes though to cook brown rice, and so I like quinoa better because not only is it high in protein, but it cooks in 15 minutes. That's great. When I'm going to cook rice, I really like this sprouted rice and quinoa blend because aside from the health benefits of eating a sprouted grain, this cooks faster because the grains have been sprouted. Next, I'm going to talk to you about spices. You all have spices in your pantry no matter how you're eating, and as they empty, you're going to refill them in glass jars with organic spices from bulk. So I didn't get my whole spice rack out, but I didn't want to not mention spices because they're certainly a big part of making tasty vegetable dishes. The salt I prefer is Redmond's real salt, and I like it because it's unrefined. If you look at it, you can even see the minerals in the salt. A lot of my recipes call for nutritional yeast, which is new to people who are not into this lifestyle. So I keep this in a jar, I buy it in bulk, and what is it for, Michelle? Well, it gives a cheesy flavor to recipes, and it's a great vegetarian source of B12. So when you see nutritional yeast in recipes, you can get it at health food stores or in bulk bins in other kinds of stores too, regular grocery stores sometimes. The last thing I want to highlight from my pantry is pastas. Now I don't use pasta often, and when I do, it's usually vegetable pasta. This is a spiralizer that you can use to spiralize any vegetable and make noodles, which I will talk about in another video. But I wanted to show you the spiralizer to let you know that. Now when you're going to buy pastas, I keep on hand these dried bean pastas. I really like them because it's just beans and water. This one is adzuki beans in water. This one is edamame and mung beans, and it's made into fettuccine. That's kind of nice. And this one is a black bean pasta, and it's just organic black beans and water. I do keep on hand some brown rice pasta, which we have a couple of times a month. And my favorite brand for brown rice pastas is the Trader Joe's brand because I like how it cooks and I like the price. Tinkyata also cooks well, but I don't like the price as well. So I keep a wide variety of these Trader Joe's organic brown rice pastas on hand. So that's about it for my dry goods, but please come back tomorrow and let's go over some other pantry items.